I just ate dinner, so
Nice. What'd you have?
some Greek food.
Hey, that's pretty good though. Have you
Yeah,
already
I just got back from Italy yesterday, so I just ate Italian food for a week straight. I was just on the pizza and pasta diet, so it was nice to get something else now.
yeah, were you boarding when you were over there?
Yeah, it was. I was on the glacier in Switzerland actually. Like there's a glacier that is like right on the border of Italy. So you stay in Italy, but you snowboard in Switzerland, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's sick. Have you ever been to Italy before that?
Yeah, I've been there. I go there every year, but I used to. There's usually like pretty big contests and stuff in Italy, so I go there quite often.
How often do you compete? Like compared to just boarding for fun?
Uh, well, of course, before Corona, there were a lot more competitions. I don't know. I used to do a lot more when I was really young, and then I just like gradually like kind of steered away from contests because I didn't enjoy them that much. So I would just do like the ones that I would get invited to, like the big ones, for example. So maybe like two a year, maybe now.
As far as getting signed by Red Bull and Burton, do you have any other sponsors that you would really like to have at some point in your life?
Yeah, I mean like a car company or something would be pretty sick.
Pretty sick. Which one?
Yeah. I don't know, like I can dream big, right? Like Porsche or Bentley or something.
Dude, that'd be tough. You know any like snowboarders that you're friends with sponsored by any major car companies?
Yeah, some of my American friends got some car deals, like Red Gerard, he rides for like Toyota, I think. Yeah, I mean, just Americans actually. And one of my Slovenian friends rides for BMW, but it's pretty rare. It's not like a common thing. It's not like every snowboarder rides for like a car company. But I would be down for it. It'd
Dude,
be pretty
Bentley,
sick.
if you had a Bentley sponsorship, like just having a Bentley logo patch on like one of your jackets would be,
Yeah,
dude, that would be so fresh.
I'd be so
But
down.
for Red Bull, do they give you like do you get free drinks and stuff? Like do they send you packages of drinks?
Yeah, yeah. We get as many drinks as we want. We just have this like order link, and yeah, they send it to us wherever we are in the world. Doesn't
That's
matter.
that's
Not just at
dangerous.
home.
That's dangerous. I would literally be drinking multiple Red Bulls every day if I were you. Do you like the sugar free ones or just the regular or like any of the flavors?
Yeah, I'm big fan of the flavored ones, especially the white one with the coconut. That's probably my favorite one. I always try to get those when I order them.
Yeah, the OG just got old for me after a while. I mean, like it's just such a repetitive taste. I just can't really, I don't really rock with it anymore.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I like the OG one. I don't really drink the sugar free one. But yeah, the OG one and the white ones are my favorite.
There's like no point in drinking a sugar-free energy drink. It's like if you're gonna drink it, like you might as well like drink it all. Like you're not really gonna save yourself much by drinking like sugar-free.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I see a lot of people drink those sugar-free ones actually.
I mean, they're
So
pretty popular, yeah.
yeah.
But okay, another question that I have for you are what are some important life lessons that you've learned through snowboarding?
Mm, I mean, you spend a lot of time on your own. That's like definitely it builds a lot of character. I think because I like travel the world by myself. I'm usually like in hotel rooms alone, or like it's quite an individual sport, anyways. Even though you're doing it with your friends, it's not like it's a team sport. So, like, definitely builds this character of like being by yourself and being fine with being lonely sometimes. So that's definitely something I've learned because I can definitely tell when I'm with people who are not used to that, they like kind of freak out or get like nervous or anxious when they're alone all the time. But I kind of enjoy it. And I still like I snowboard alone most of the time because my friends have like regular jobs or go to school, go to college, all this stuff. So
Mhm.
uh, yeah, I mean, you just learn to be independent, I think, and like be self-sustaining. Like teaches you like just taking care of yourself. Like at a young age, like you would have to learn how to cook, how to like clean, all this stuff. It's not like very common usually
Do a lot
for
of
someone to do it like that young.
you snowboard like 99% of the time, but do you ever ski?
No, I never ski. If I'm doing anything else, I'm like usually skateboarding.
Really?
hmm
That's pretty cool. How long have you been skateboarding for?
I mean, I started like really enjoying skating for the last like 2 3 years now. I used to like not really enjoy it, but I could always like skate and like ollie and all this stuff. But yeah, it's the last couple of years that I've really been like going to the skate parks a lot.
Yeah. Do you think there's a pretty like clear translation between being good at skateboarding and being good at snowboarding?
Mm, I don't know. I don't think it necessarily like if you're good at skating, you're good at snowboarding. I don't think it goes that way, but it definitely like helps seeing things differently, you know, like in creative terms, for example, or
Mhm.
like the way you like look at things, the way you dress, all this stuff, like definitely it's pretty similar. Like this the worlds are those two worlds are pretty similar, I would say. But it's not because you can snowboard or you can skate or vice versa. No.
Yeah. When you first started, like when did you first started doing jumps and tricks for snowboarding? Like was that did you start that at an early age too?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Because that's like I immediately had these role models who they would just do that. So that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to just be like those dudes. You know, I immediately had a pretty cool like group of people that I looked up to, and they were like the right role models who like were in it for the right reasons and everything. And that's probably also why I enjoyed snowboarding for so long, because a lot of people like would fade out from if they start as young as I do. Um, but yeah, I've had the right role models, and they were freestyle snowboarders, and so yeah, it started really early with trying tricks. Probably like after a year or something.
So speaking of role models, who has helped play a big role in your success, and what can you tell us about them? It could just be one person, or if you want to talk about multiple people, feel free.
Well, the biggest ones are definitely my parents, because they supported me from day one. They were always like, if you want to snowboard, then fucking do it. Like school is second, snowboarding comes first.
That's sick. That's
My
great
father,
parenting.
yeah, it was so cool. My father always drove me to all the contests, all the shoots when I was like before I had a driving license. He would like take off from work, just drive me to Austria for like 8 hours, drop me off, and then come pick me up at the end of the week again. And so that's like definitely like I couldn't thank anyone else more than that. That was like the biggest factor for sure. And then all my team managers that I've had over the years, who like the first one who gave me my contract and like who started paying me and like gave me a career, you know, because you could be a snowboarder, but it doesn't mean you have a career yet. So there's definitely a lot of people responsible for like helping me out for sure.
What pro riders did you look up to, and like, do you still look up to? And it could be
Mm,
retired or like current, still riding.
yeah, it's definitely changed over the years. But when I was young, I wrote for this company that used to be owned by Burton. It's called Forum, and they're no longer in business. But that's like the when I started, those were like the guys. They were like the superstars, and those are the guys that I looked up to. And those are the role models I was just talking about. And like I dressed like them. I tried to like look like them. Try to do their tricks. And then like I started meeting them over the years, and like got to know some of the dudes really well. And most of them don't snowboard anymore because they were already a bit older when I was still really young. So um, I still see some of them sometimes, and they like respect me now, which is really cool.
Mhm.
But yeah, the role models I look up to now are definitely like different from back then. It's not necessarily that I look up to people now. It's more like inspiration and like friends and this stuff. But
Yeah, because I mean, you've already made it to like top, basically.
no, it's not even that. It's like you know you grow older, and you start to have like personal relationships with these people. It's not just like looking up to someone like a superstar anymore. You like get to know these people, you hang out with them. So like this looking up to someone kind of changes to like you become friends with them, and they just become an inspiration to
Hmm. Have you taken any young people like under your wing and showed them the ropes?
you. I mean, this doesn't really happen that much in snowboarding, I would say. But I mean, anytime like a kid asks me for anything, I always like help them in any sort of way, like hooking them up with gear. If they need something, I'll give it to them. If they need tricks, like tips with like anything, like people hit me up in my DMs all the time asking me for stuff, and I always answer.
Have you ever thought of making content, like making YouTube and like having tutorial videos and just like highlighting weekends that you've had in competitions and stuff?
Um, I mean, I don't really want to like do the whole YouTube thing of like vlogging and this type of stuff. It's not really like what I'm into. You know, I'm still like young, and I'm still like doing like the things I love, and like try to do better every year. So I don't really want to like shift my focus from like doing snowboarding at a high level to like teaching someone how to snowboard on YouTube or something. You know, it's not like
Yeah.
why I started snowboarding.
I meant like
But
if you
yeah, I
were to have a
mean,
videographer, like not if you would have to do it by yourself. Like obviously, like you have to dedicate a lot of time. But would you be open to the idea, like if someone approached you and said, like, "Hey, let's do like a docu series or something," like would you be interested in making like footage
I mean,
or
that's
what?
what I do the whole year pretty much. That's like when I'm not doing contests, all I'm doing is filming. I'm just filming stuff for Instagram all the time, filming my video parts. I got a new video part dropping in on August 1st, which is like what we filmed in Finland for almost 3 months. So this is what I do already, anyways. But I just film tricks and like snowboarding and how we see snowboarding, how we think snowboarding is cool, and like we just try like progress the sport. But I don't really want to like film vlogs or something. No.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. I wouldn't want to film vlogs either. I feel like when you do vlogging, like you have to like put on a persona, whereas like you have to get like all like energetic just for like a couple minutes of the camera, and then like it dies off, and like you're not really showing like your true personality. I mean, some people obviously do, but I feel like a lot of it's like inflated.
Yeah, and like more power to them. I can't do it. I just want to like snowboard, try to
Yeah, you just
progress
want to
this.
chill, bro. I mean, I get it.
No, I
Um,
like it's fine. Like it's just not my thing. I just
mhm.
can't. I just don't want to like talk to a camera the whole day. I became a snowboarder because I could do whatever I want. Like I could dress the way I want. People don't tell me what to do. People don't tell me how to snowboard. I could just like it's a creative thing, and that's what I still enjoy about snowboarding, and I don't want to change that.
Mhm. Dude, I wish I was a little bit better at snowboarding because I've been twice, and I'm just not that good at it. I mean, last time I went, some friends and I this past year we went to Deep Creek, Maryland. If you've ever heard of like that place, and yeah, I tried snowboarding for one day and it just didn't work out. So then I just tried skiing, and it's a little bit easier for me because I'm not like a bad ice skater, but I just wish I was better at boarding because when you're skiing and someone's just flying down a jump or something on a snowboard, it looks so sick. Like it looks way cooler than skiing, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure. But you can't expect to like learn snowboarding in 2 days. You gotta put in some time. But it's gonna
100%.
be worth it, and you should.
Yeah, my friend Kyle, he's probably watching this, and he's sick at snowboarding. But yeah, just like riding behind him and just seeing him carve up snow is just, I mean, it's dope. But do you board in the U.S. at all?
Yeah, we always have this. Well, I go to US anyways for like contests sometimes, and then in the summertime they have this like glacier in Oregon. It's called Mount Hood, and I would always go there also every summer. But because of this Corona thing now, it's like a little bit harder.
Mhm.
And then with Red Bull, we always have this East Coast tour in March, which is called the Red Bull Slide-In Tour, which we always do. But I tried to go this year and got denied boarding because of this whole Corona situation. So I wasn't able to go this year. But yeah, I go to the US quite often.
Nice. And tell us a few goals that you have for yourself and for your career, if you can.
Like still coming up, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, like goals that you're still striving for.
I don't know. It's the thing is like you're never really like there's not really a limit to something, in snowboarding. I think like you can always improve your tricks, you can always improve your style, you can always like film a better video, you can always like win another contest. But it's not like I think like, oh, I gotta win this competition and then like my goals are reached. It's more like I enjoy this, I want to keep going, I want to get better, I want to inspire the next generation. And that's really my goal, like just to be like looked up to in snowboarding for until after I quit, like just be one of the legendary names that I used to look up to. I want to be in that list. That's
Mm.
more so my goal.
Do you have any aspirations of competing in the Olympics?
No, not at all. I do not care about the Olympics whatsoever.
Really? Is there like a specific reason for that? You think there's just more to experience in like X Games and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. X Games was always my dream, and I did it last year and won a medal. So
Congratulations, man! I saw that you won. You had to keep it a secret, right?
yeah, they like called us, and they like shipped the medals to us because we had to take these photos for them.
Hmm.
Uh, so they had to pretty much tell us, but we weren't allowed to like explain yet because it didn't air on television yet. So I had to keep it a secret for about like 6 weeks. And
Dude, that must have been hard, bro. Because I
yeah,
just
it
would have been
was.
wanting to tell everyone.
Yeah, I pretty much like told all my friends and family, of course. And like I was
Yeah.
actually on that Red Bull trip I was just talking about, and so they all knew also. So that was really cool, and we got to like celebrate it there and stuff. Like we were like partying for 2 days straight because of that.
I'm a little bender, dude. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's sick. So, are you competing in the X Games this coming year? Because it's in January, right?
Yeah, so I did like this thing. It's called Real Snow, and you just film this. You film a video part, and that gets judged. And it starts in. You're allowed to start like beginning of November, but there's no snow anywhere. So you pretty much start like December, and the deadline's January 31st. Um, but the invites don't come until September, so I'm not sure yet. We'll see in September. If they invite me, I'll do it 1,000%.
Yeah. Dude, you got to chase that second medal, man. That's
Yeah, I
sick.
would love to. Yeah,
Right.
and like that's exactly what I enjoy doing anyways. It's like the full creative aspect of snowboarding and then like you're competing at it. So it's really what I love to do. Because I'm
And that's
pretty
cool.
competitive anyway, so I like it.
Yeah. Are you competitive outside of snowboarding too? Like if you're playing video games or something, you just got the competitive edge?
No, not at all. I do not care about anything. Like I'm the least competitive outside of snowboarding. But like in snowboarding, yeah, I want to be the best for sure.
Yeah. Congratulations, man. Because I saw the caption because I was reading through it a couple days ago. You said it had been a lifelong goal, and you obviously just said it now to win an X Games medal. So, like, what was
Yeah,
it
it
like
wasn't
when you?
even like yeah, it was a lifelong goal, but it wasn't like every day that I went snowboarding. I was like, oh, I gotta like
Yeah,
practice
I
to
know what
like
you mean.
win this contest. It was more so like, yeah, if the opportunity ever comes up, that would be a great thing, and the opportunity came up, and we went for it 100%, and it paid off. But it wasn't like I was like like lifting weights every day, thinking of this like X Games medal in the back of my head. It wasn't yeah, it wasn't like that.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
What are some of the favorite cities that you've cities, or if you want to break it down even bigger, countries that you've boarded in?
Mm, well, they used to have this big competition in the middle of Tokyo, actually, in Japan. So that
That's
was
sick.
always like really, really, really cool. Because you're like obviously like you're in Japan. It's like it's so cool to begin with. And then you're like competing in the middle of Tokyo. But this competition unfortunately doesn't happen anymore. But that was always like one of my favorite things. But yeah, I love going to Scandinavia. I'm pretty much in Finland and Sweden all the time. Like most of my winter, I'm in Finland and Sweden, and then those are the countries I enjoy most.
Now, what is a piece of advice that you could give to everyone watching or listening?
Fuck, if I don't know, I need some myself sometimes. If anyone's got some, I need some too. I don't know. I'm struggling with myself and figuring out everything as I go. I don't know. I
Mhm.
always just think like it'll work itself out if I'm like ever stuck in a like hard situation or like anything I'm dealing with. I always just think like, it'll like work itself out. Like just give it some time, see how this situation seems in 2 weeks, and usually things have worked out by then.
Mhm. What are some things that you like doing when you're not snowboarding? Like when you get back to the house, or if you're chilling with friends?
Uh, so like in the summertime, I just skate a lot because like the summers here are pretty hot. I just go out and skate, hang out with friends. Like we'll just go like see some shops, maybe like go vintage shopping or like
Hmm.
I don't know, just hang out in the city, just do like whatever 20-year-olds do. I don't know, just go out to dinner, go out for drinks, hang out, go to parties. I don't know.
Do you
Just
watch any other sports?
no, not really. Just skating mostly. I just watch skate videos usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you have friends that are still in college and stuff. Let's say, I mean, obviously this isn't the world we live in, but let's say you weren't a snowboarder. What's an avenue that you would have liked to have gone down?
Probably something in design, actually. I think I'll be like going to like industrial design or like architect school or something. I always like been into design in some way. I always like liked pretty things, and I always thought I could sometimes make things nicer. Uh, so I would probably have done that because it's also like a creative thing, and I think that's something I'm into. Like just expressing myself and always being doing something new every day. Like I wouldn't be able to like sit in a cubicle every day from
No.
9 to 5. It would like drive me nuts.
Yeah, no, I could definitely not do the 9 to 5 either. That's why I mean I'm still in college right now, and it's just like trying to get out of having to do a 9 to 5 type job. Because I mean, like it's so much like easier said than done. Just saying like, hey, like I don't want to have a 9 to 5, but I mean, a lot of people aren't in the position like you where you can actually like progress your
No, and, and
career.
and I don't even think there's anything wrong with the 9 to 5 at all. Like I'm probably gonna get a 9 to 5 after snowboarding, but I just wouldn't want to sit behind like a computer the whole day, just looking at like Excel sheets or something. That's like I would want to like, at least if I'm behind a computer from 9 to 5, I'd be like wanting to create something
Yeah.
like give something, like say like a customer comes up and like, he wishes like a house designed, like you're always doing something new.
Mhm. One thing that I think is pretty cool is like for the average 9 to 5, like staring at a computer, it's like mentally taxing, but you're not really like physically active. But one thing about snowboarding that's dope is that it's mentally draining and physically draining at the same time.
Right, yeah, it is. So I try to take care of my body pretty well so I can do this as long as possible.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't take any, like I don't do any drugs. I try to like not eat unhealthy all the time. Like I try to keep drinking to a minimum, just so I can like keep going and like, keep my body healthy, and like so I can keep doing this at a high level for as
Yeah.
long as possible.
Good man. So you're in the Netherlands right now, right? You got back from Italy.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the weather a couple minutes ago. What is the weather like year round in Netherlands?
Uh, I mean, it's a pretty weird place because we're so close, like to the coast. So it like changes drastically all the time. Because right now it's like super sunny outside, but a week ago, like the whole city was flooded, and we had like one of the worst floodings in like the last 20, 30 years. So it like changes all the time. We don't really get like snowy winters. Maybe for a couple days there will be snow, but usually it's just raining in the wintertime until spring, and then it gets pretty warm these days, which is nice. So I can like go skate and swim and stuff. But yeah, we don't really get snow in the winters.
Do you have any other like vacations coming up until summer's done?
No, but I'm a late planner anyways. Like I usually just plan the
Same.
day ahead. Like I'll decide today that I'm going somewhere tomorrow. So
Well,
I
sometimes
never
that's like
really know.
sometimes that's like the best trips come up like that. Because like if you're
Yeah,
planning, you overthink it so much, and then it's kind of just like, well, if someone just hits you up and it's like, hey, you want to go this place tomorrow in 2 days? It's kind of nice, like with like sporadic planning.
exactly. And that's how it goes in snowboarding anyways, because you're so like, first of all, you're so depending on the weather all the time, and like the snow conditions being good. So that's like what I'm used to. And then even like it happens now in the summer, because like I feel like all snowboarders are kind of like that, like, oh, like let's go somewhere tomorrow, and then like we'll hit each other up and be on a flight the next day.
That's
So I
sick.
don't know now, but it could change like in a week.
Hmm. So what are your plans for the rest of the night? Like, have you already boarded today, or are you going to go out for like a night shift?
No, I haven't done anything today because I drove home yesterday from Italy to the Netherlands, and I drove like 11 hours. So
Sheesh, that's
yeah, I
brutal.
was like a little tired today. I had some stuff because obviously, like when I was in Italy, I wasn't really like taking care of my emails and all this stuff. So that's what I've been doing today.
Nice.
And yeah, like I said, I'm dropping this pretty big video next week. So I've just been editing like the last couple things now, and I'm like trying to get like all the social media posts ready, like little clips to like tease the video.
Hmm.
Um,
Are you posting that on Instagram?
I'm not posting the full video on Instagram. It's going to be on YouTube, but I'm going to be posting like cuts of it, and then like directing the people to like link in bio, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Go to YouTube to watch the full
I'll,
thing.
I'll
'Cause it's
repost it for you because I mean that's I mean
cool.
I'm excited to see that, bro.
Yeah, it's 8 minutes long, and it's it's really dope. I think it's like me and one other homie. We just went to Finland for 2 months, filmed every single day, and I edited the whole thing. It was the first time that I ever like edit a big video, and I'm really happy with it. So I'm excited for people to see it.
That's cool, man. All right, is there any other shout outs or like anything else you'd like to say? Any closing remarks that you'd like to give to anyone?
I mean, thank you to my parents, the
Shout
biggest
out the parents,
supporters.
man.
Shout out to the parents. Shout out to all my sponsors, Burton, Rebel, and NN, for holding me down for all these years and still doing so. They give me cool opportunities. They help me like keep this career.
Hmm.
So I'm very thankful for them, and thankful for all my friends for being there for me, helping me out, filming me half the time, traveling with me. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, now I'll
Shout out
put some
to
links.
everybody.
Yeah, I'll put some links below in the bio. But where can everyone find you, like social
Uh,
media wise?
yeah, I'm mostly active on Instagram, which is at Jesse Augustinus. Uh, yeah, I pretty much, that's like where people should follow me, if anywhere. I'm not that big on, I'm not like on TikTok and this type of stuff. So Instagram is like my main main place to be. If anybody wants to see it, go to my Instagram.
Nice. Yeah. And I'll have that below in the bio. But thank you so much for taking time to speak with me today, man.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for having me.
Of course. And yeah, everyone, today was Thursday, July 22nd, 2021. This was episode 60. Please like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on any of the audio platforms, please just rate 5 stars. Scroll down below, follow Jesse on Instagram and any other social media accounts, and also follow mine. But thank you very much for watching. I'm your host of this show, Michael Marr, and I'll see you next week.